Oh my God, is that Dave from G Portal and everyone else? What's happening? Hello? Happy Wednesday to you all. And we are going to be having the awesome guys known as ArgsyGaming and the FarmSim guy joining me here in just a bit. We're going to be showing off their new logging league, and they've they've had some cool announcements this week for the league, and it's going to be taking off soon. So it's going to be a lot of fun for me to make a fool of myself in front of all of you today. So get ready to make some clips on Twitch, and you can use them against me. All right. Actually, I'm really looking forward to doing something absolutely crazy so I can upload it to our TikTok later this week. I fully expect it to happen. What's up, everybody on Twitch and YouTube? These guys are also live. Argsy and FarmSim guy are going to be live as well. And they've made like a multi-stream link for us. Let's see if that's working now. It looks like it is. So if you want to watch this is, I've never used this before. It's called Lazy Goat. They said it works pretty well. So you can check out the multi-stream link there. Those two guys are live at the moment. They're doing their split camera mode on their channels. We're going to have their audio added in a moment. So, yeah, not a whole lot of other news. We had the Platinum patch come out yesterday. It's important to remember that it is a Platinum-specific patch, so it won't reflect a new version number on the main menu screen. But if you go into downloadable content and go to Platinum, you should have 1.3 for Platinum showing in that section of the menus. Okay. These guys are over there doing their thing. We're going to join them in just a minute. They have created a pretty interesting competition on Silver Run Forest. They're going to give us a little bit of like a grand tour when we get started to show us kind of what the course looks like. They've put some fencing down. Let me just go ahead and switch scenes here and go ahead and start showing you guys what's what. So I think this is the area that we're going to start in right here. There's a change log on the website, on the blog about the patch. That is where the change log is, because it's not an official patch, just a patch for Platinum. So go to the website, find the latest post for the blog for the Platinum patch, and the change log is listed right in that bit of news. All right. So, hopefully, this is the first time that I've streamed the gameplay in a while, and the first time from this PC at the US office. But it's looking pretty good. Pretty happy with it. We'll see how the stream software and the bandwidth handles it. Thank you, Hendrik. On YouTube, he shared the changelog for the patch, at least. Thanks to everybody for being here. Thanks to the mods on Twitch and YouTube for all your help. All right, I'm going to undeafen myself and see if these guys are ready.
Praise from Drew there on your cell, big man.
All right, guys, are you ready?
I am good to go, Kermit. We've just enjoyed
Ready,
listening
Kermit.
to FSG for the last 2 minutes because he didn't have his push to talk on.
That's okay. Everybody in chat, let us know how the audio levels are going, because, yeah, like I told these guys, it never fails that you set them before, but then it always ends up changing. So feel free to let us know how that's all going. All right, FSG, Argsy, where are you guys on the map right now?
Hey, Kermit. We're in the start point.
We are. We're up at the starter farm. Not that the starter farm's there because we did this in new farm. No, not new farm mode. But anyhow, up on the bridge overlooking the town.
Okay. Is this you two over here, like, hanging out? Yeah, all right. I'll be over there in just a minute. I'm going to have to...
Well, I mean, you've got to run, so if it's easier for us to come down to you, we'll come down to you.
Whatever works.
Where are you?
I just spawned at the rural farm south, like west of you guys. There's some equipment here that I'm running towards. Sound is good.
Nice.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm where like most of the other guys are. I see Hamish and...
Yes.
There we go.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
So
what is
here we
this
are.
making me run at normal speed over here?
Well, the beauty of the FarmSim League is it's FarmSim League, the logging league. That's a faux pas. Beauty of the logging league is it's crossplay. So we've got to make sure everything's for console players as well.
That's awesome. So yeah, you guys have created this. What was it about like a month ago or so that you did like kind of the initial testing of it?
Well, it
Yeah.
spawned, didn't it, Args, from a... We were playing Silverrun just after it came out, and we just, at the end of a stream, we did a joint stream on it, and we just said, should we just have a race? And it was so much fun that we kind of then had a chat in Discord, and we're like, this could be quite good fun if you turned it into a competition. And it kind of went from there, didn't it?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it did. We run a multiplayer server, so FSG and I had a 1v1 battle first, and then there was sort of 6 others, and we got through that, and we thought, well, let's try it with a player in each bit of equipment doing a different task, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. We sort of commentated that, and it grew legs from there.
Yeah,
That's cool. So yeah, I love it. Like I saw the trailer and reached out to you guys basically and like, hey, let's I want to try my own hand at this. I know that it's going to be an interesting time for me. I'm probably going to have lots of good clippable moments where I make a fool of myself. But yeah, really looking forward to it. I have to admit that like I've not done as much forestry on Silverrun as I would like to, or since it came out. So you guys are way more of experts than I am. That's for sure.
I've seen you on FarmSim League, Kermit. I know you're like a secret weapon.
Yeah, a secret weapon in that I join your team and destroy it from within, like a ticking time bomb.
Something like that, yeah.
So do you guys want to show me kind of like a general overview of like what to expect, like what the course looks like, what the competitions are looking like? Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's 3 separate courses, so you don't play the same course over and over.
Okay.
So this is one of them, which is one of the more challenging ones because it's a very steep slope ahead of you.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of a decision-making process, really. We kind of leave it up to the teams to work out the best way to play it.
Okay.
But you've got if you see where Hamish is there, we've got a fence separating 2 sides of the hill, and it's whether or not you run along the bottom or you go straight up the hill, and where the best trees are, and how you can maximize the way you fill your container.
Okay. Cool.
So I think the main thing to point out is the objective of Logging League, which is to fill a 20-foot container and deliver it down to the main container sell point on the other side of the map. So 3v3, you're going to have one person's operating the cutter, one's loading, and the other has to get the truck. So in this arena, we'll call it an arena, this setup here, the truck's actually down at the sell point, so whoever's your truck driver has to collect the truck, load up a trailer, put a container on the back, and then drive here to the loading point. So instead of the truck driver just waiting around, there's a little bit of a challenge, and that's a theme throughout the 3 different arenas we've got set up.
Cool. That's really nice. And you guys already have like a decent amount of players. Like we're gonna have what? How many people are in here right now? We've got enough.
So we've got it for 3v3 at the moment. So 2 poor souls here are going to be playing along with you, and the other 3 get to join each other.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you guys are just going to be doing your commentary thing, huh? And,
Yeah, that's right.
We are. We need the practice.
Okay. Okay. Well,
So any pointers with your FSL experience, let us know.
oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I think that it seems like it's something that can be really exciting, and I'm really always looking out for people within the community doing creative things like this. So it's really cool to see that you guys have created this, and hopefully now you've got like some official backing as well, that you've signed some deals, and so it's going to hopefully pick up some momentum for you all, and it will be pretty interesting. And that's kind of the whole point of this new series of streams that I'm doing with the community multiplayer. I want to show off unique things that people are doing on their multiplayer servers with their communities. And this is kind of a natural first fit for the first episode because you guys have created something rather unique, specifically with our like latest bit of DLC, the Platinum expansion and Silverrun Forest. So What did you guys do any landscaping to the map? I know you've put like these fences in, but like, how much else have you modified the map, or is it kind of just as is?
Not masses. I mean, big shout out to Farmer Hamish, who's very busy in both Argsy and my communities. He's done a lot of the groundwork here. Okay. So this area that you're standing on here has been levelled and landscaped to give us a little bit of an arena and a starting point. But in principle, the other side is other than the fence going up there is base game. Yeah, there's no changes to that. We just needed a bit of space to operate to get vehicles in and out at the start. So yeah, but he's done a wonderful job. He's set up all the courses. He's designed the courses. In fact, it might be worth going down to one of the other courses, the one down in Field 2.
Okay.
Because that's actually quite special, actually, what he's done there. I'll let Args, you can talk through that one.
Thanks for the raids, Tony and Six. Much appreciated, guys.
So this one, he's set up more as a arena.
Okay.
And it's split evenly with the same amount of trees. And there's a little bit more of a challenge here. You've got to back the truck out if you're the truck driver. The containers are set up to be loaded on, but you've got to load them without lifting them over the fences. So the idea was, because what we noticed when we first did this was the truck driver basically sat around for his container to be his or her container. Yeah, politically correct here. Their container to be full. And didn't do anything. So this was a bit of a challenge to get the truck driver involved while the cutter and loader are doing their thing. And then you've got to navigate the little zigzag into the actual arena to load up and come back out. So a little bit more of a, I don't know, small area. We actually found that this one was the fastest of the three, wasn't it? FSG when we ran it last time.
Hey guys, give me just a second. Of course, like technical difficulties never fail, and for some reason, my camera has just turned itself off. So give me one moment.
Yeah, no worries. We'll just chat amongst ourselves. So one thing, like FSG, the biggest benefit for this was the update with Silver and Forest made logging much more accessible for console players with the auto-load containers and things like that.
That's right, yeah, and the improvements to the physics for the logs as well. Overall, it just made it a more enjoyable experience, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I don't think we would have wanted to do this previously. So big thanks to Giants for the improvements that they have made to the game and keep on making to the game. It's very nice. But while we're waiting for Kermit, it is nice to have Thrustmaster on board as a title sponsor for the Logging League. Awesome to have their support throughout and what we have planned for the next 5 or 6 months. And
it really is, yeah, fantastic. Hang on a second, I was going to switch to my...
I haven't added my audio source into this one. Speaking of technical difficulties.
Advocate of the T16,000s. So I had a pair already, but they really came into their own when the Platinum Edition came out and the logging. Cool. It's been a revelation. You're the same, aren't you? You've got a set. And we maybe used them intermittently beforehand, but I've got them fully set up now, and it's actually made me use them a lot more for regular gameplay as well. Front loaders and things like that on the farm. So it's great.
Yeah. The mining and everything I've done on Elk Mountain, that's a lot of fun when you've got them set up properly and running an excavator and doing all that. It really is quite enjoyable, and you can sit there forever. I just need to apologise to my stream because I didn't have my microphone set up in this scene. So I've been sitting here talking and I've been watching my lips move and can't hear anything. So
technical difficulties. I think my camera should be good now. I have no clue what happened there. But that's the fun of, streaming on your own. You guys know how it is. You're the host, you're the producer, you're the cameraman, you're the audio guy. So luckily,
it's a long-running joke in my streams that I never get the audio right.
Yeah.
It is.
All right. So now with that distraction, I retained nothing that you guys said about the chorus, but that's okay.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. It's pretty self-explanatory. Should we get into it? Should we get some teams sorted out?
I think we should.
I wonder if we get our guys lined up. We have got a couple of extra guys for just for backup if somebody lost connection or anything like that, and we'll maybe rotate them out through the different rounds. But
Okay.
if our, I think we'll start. We're going to keep this one, aren't we? We'll do this one second, I think.
Second, yeah, we'll go
Is that
back
right?
up to where we were and go.
Yeah, we'll go back to the start point.
That's
Okay.
it.
Let's just jump back up here.
Right.
Jump into a vehicle. That's the
There we
easiest
are.
way.
So we need to set up some teams, and I know Kermit, FSG and I captains. I suppose we're gonna pick a team and champion their cause. When it's the logging league, we'll stay much more impartial. But
Right.
I think today we might try and pick a side and support them rather than the others. But
That'll be interesting. I have
Yeah.
a little, like, I asked you guys. I kept this secret, and I wanted to kind of surprise you guys. So yeah, I know if you guys are going to be team captains, this will be interesting because this is just for fun, right? And I look forward to see it, like watching back your guys' streams and seeing the trash talk that you guys have. Because like you said, normally you'll be impartial, but today you're going to be fighting each other for the bragging rights. So
Absolutely.
yeah, if I had to pick a team, I want to start off by like saying that Argsy, you're awesome, man. And it's really great to watch your
I know where this is
content
going.
on YouTube. Love the content you're doing. But you've never given me a hat, so I'm team FarmSim guy.
goodness.
And there it
Hey,
is.
rivalry wins every time.
Goodness.
So yeah, I'm
That's
team
up.
FSG. I hate to break it
I'll
to
tell
you. And I
I'll
put
tell
the
you what,
hat on.
You come to PAX Australia later in the year, and I'll give you a hat.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe you guys aren't.
FarmCon.
I
Maybe
felt like
FarmCon before then.
this is maybe foreign to both of you guys, not being from the U.S., but like our collegiate athletes, whenever they're in high school and they have signing day and they're like the biggest athletes, right, the best recruits, they line up like 3 or 4 hats from potential schools they're going to, and that's how they reveal, all right, I'm going to this school. They put the hat on. So I just felt like I had my college recruit moment there.
Oh, there you go. Well,
I'm putting on the FSG hat.
out of protest, I'm getting out of my Giants t-shirt. I'm going to wear a bright orange.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's a statement.
Okay.
That's a statement right there.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Throw,
Right.
throw some shade.
Okay, so if I've got the first player in Kermit, I'll let Args choose his next.
You're going
player.
to let me choose the next one. Well, look, I'm going to have to go with Kigarino. I'm going to bring Kigarino into the Argsy team.
Yeah,
No,
unfortunately, I'm on your team, FSG, but I'm not sure that's really what you wanted as your first choice. You
Like
had
I
a
said-
forced first
Nice.
choice.
Welcome, mate.
I have some video of you at FarmCon playing in FSL, and you were the crowd favourite. There was a lot of cheering for you.
Yeah, well,
All right.
I do try
Right.
to please the fans. I don't try to win the game. I try to entertain the people at home.
Yeah. Do you know the reason you did it this way is because you didn't want to be the last one picked? Because no one wants to be the last one picked in a team.
Well, lucky enough, we've got two guys who will rotate in for the next game.
True.
Who will
true.
sit out this one. So we're going to make sure everybody has a go. But I'm going to go just because he has gone for the maximum health and safety. I'm going to go with Chef Splash.
Oh, yeah, he is looking ready for the job over there for sure.
That's funny you say that because I was going to pick Gaming with James for exactly the same reason. He's got the high vis, the
There you
helmet, and
go, high
everything like
vis.
that on. So need them in the forest with a chainsaw.
Excellent. Over here, boys.
We're assuming
that
they're listening. We're assuming these guys are watching the stream and listening. Maybe we're
I
just
know,
catching
right?
them
They're
out
just
that they're not actually
Standing
watching.
randomly.
All right.
This is where Super Hamish comes in the background because he'll be shouting at
Yeah.
them in Discord.
There we go.
There we go. And
Little message.
we will go. Well, Args, your next picks.
No, I've got mine. I've got James. You were
Oh.
next, weren't you? You were next.
Where's Chef? There he is.
Chef. He must have been
Over
getting
here,
changed. He's changed. He's gone for the high vis rather than the jacket.
There we go.
I like it.
Right.
We always laugh, Kermit, when someone gets changed, when you're in a multiplayer server and they go to change their outfit and they just completely disappear out of the game.
Right. They go to that magical
I thought he
wardrobe in the sky.
Yeah.
Right. This is I'm going to do a 360 in the first name I see. Okay. Real Juan, you're coming with me.
Poor
Come
Sam.
to the winning side. Come
That's
to the
right.
winning side.
I would have picked Sam if I had a choice out of those two.
Oh, he wants to be on your team.
He doesn't want to be on your team.
He's making a statement.
Yeah. He probably doesn't know the voices.
Samu, come and join
the
squad.
we were good.
There we go.
We're good.
All right.
Fun.
Right.
Fun.
Well then, in that case.
So the way we start these off is Farmer Hamish will do a countdown in chat. He'll do a ready, set, go with the text chat, so it's all the same for everyone. So gentlemen, choose your weapon, choose your piece of equipment. Remember, the truck driver needs to head down and start in the truck down at the sawmill on the other side of the map.
Okay.
Kermit's not. So all the guys. So you should know as well, Kermit. We have set up a Logging League Discord server. So there's voice chats in there, so each of the teams can join a voice chat, so they can be talking to each other the whole time. You're at slight disadvantage, which I hadn't realised when you decided to pick me. You wouldn't be able to speak to the rest of your teammates, but
right, that's okay. Yeah, that is going to be interesting. I mean, maybe we should have planned that, and I could have joined them during this bit. But whatever you think's best. Give me the easiest job. So I'm doing.
Well,
one
maybe
of
if
these
you drive the truck, or you could drive the truck. That's the other option.
Yeah, I'll drive the truck. How about that?
Which you need to go and get from the
sawmill down near Field 1.
No, right up the top.
Sawmill.
North Sawmill, in the container warehouse.
Oh, okay. One of these trucks.
So you need to find there's a trailer and there's a container up there. You'll need to.
So you've got to load your container on and bring it down. Yeah.
And then figure out the quickest, most efficient route and safest route to get to the site.
Okay.
There you go. So, guys, if you've got the Lazy Goat link, which is showing all 3 streams at the same time, you'll be able to watch as Kermit winds his way back down the map to us.
So are we? So we're the blue team, I'm guessing. Because I'm in
Green
a blue
team,
truck.
surely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, with you as the.
There's blue and red, so.
So okay, there's a container that we need to load as well, and is that down here in this same area?
It is.
Yes.
It's behind the. So let me just jump up and show the guys on my stream as well. So there are 2 large wheel loaders there with forks.
Right.
There are 2 yellow containers balanced on top of.
I see those. Yeah.
2 black. Okay. And the 2 trucks are sitting in the in the wood chips.
Gotcha.
Kim's in the truck. Yeah.
I'm in the truck. Okay. So basically, when we start, our goal is to get this container loaded onto here and then get it up to where our teammates are going to be, which is more like, or down rather, to them.
Exactly.
Like in the middle-ish part of the map, close to the starting area. Okay.
So exactly that. Exactly. I might stay up here, Args, and watch these guys, and you can record what's happening.
All right.
Sounds
good. So we're in start of Farmer Hamish's hands.
Yeah. There we go.
Can already see that, like, I just want to, like, immediately try to cut off Kegarino and cause chaos from the start over here.
There is strict rules against blocking other teams.
Oh, see, I'm already trying to break the rules.
Hamish is the referee, so you will be docked points.
Okay. All right. Can Hendrik, do you have the Lazy Goat link? If you could drop that into YouTube, and anyone on Twitch as well, if you guys can drop that. I can actually do it real quick before we start. Read the rules. Yeah, that would have been a good thing to do, but yeah, no. Thank you, Hendrik. I've went ahead and put it in on Twitch.
Yeah. I'm glad we took loads of time pulling that document together.
Yeah. They didn't send me the rules. They didn't tell me anything about this.
It was always going to be more fun that way. All right, we're all good to go. Farmer Hamish, it's in your hands, mate. Give us a
Yes.
countdown.
Do the honours, Hamish.
Of course, you have to wait for our streams to catch up.
I'm doing well, Crew's wife. Hello. By the way, everyone.
Your guys are actually,
sorry if I'm
already
not
sitting in
interacting with
equipment,
chat as
ready to
much.
go. My team's just standing around. What they're doing must be what is it? Is it union sanctioned tea break time?
Yeah. They want to go over their hours, do they?
Then. Yeah. Discussing their reimbursements for this.
Yeah, here. So Matza is in chat right now, and he was one of the souls brave enough to invite me to be on Team Astragon at that show match at FarmCon that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. They could have been world champions if it wasn't for you, Kermit.
Right.
All right, let's go, Hamish. Just trying to get them to do a Le Mans start. So that's how we started it the first time. We were standing over we were standing at the gas station down by the shop, and we had to run to the equipment just to keep it a little bit different. But I think we're good to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, the excitement and tension is building for the first exhibition match for the Logging League for 2023. FSG's team on one side, Argsy's on the other. We've got Kermit from Giants Software throwing a spanner in the works. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Before we start, I see some people asking about this, and I want to say, yeah, these guys have created it, and I am so happy to show it off, but I want to make it clear that Giants are not officially involved with this. So we're showing it off for them because we support our partners, and I love when people get creative and do awesome things like this. So that's why I'm joining them on the stream today. But this is Argsy and FSG's creation and their thing. So be sure to follow their channels on YouTube if you want to watch how the Logging League is going to evolve over the coming months as they get started with it properly. And this is not a proper competition because no one wants me to be involved in a proper competition.
Right, Hamish has just put into the chat, ready. So we are
ready.
I believe ready.
Okay, give me a second because my camera has failed again, and I think I'm just gonna like hide it for the time being and just go with no camera because I don't know what the heck the deal is today. So there we go. All right, now I'm ready when you guys are.
I reckon you're doing that on purpose so people don't see Kermit's concentration face. People have called me that when I'm loading bales or something like that. You sort of get this concentration look on your face where you're focused so intently on what you're doing, you forget about the fact there's a camera facing you.
Yeah. It's actually a shame that the camera is messing up. I don't know why it is. It keeps shutting itself off and shouldn't be. So we'll figure that out later. I'm good, Hamish. I said that like he could hear me, but yes.
Yeah. He can hear you.
Okay, cool.
He can hear you.
Good to go. All right, we're in the starters' hands. One thing just to say for your chat as well, Kermit, is this is open to anyone to join, so we'll have some links in Discord and all those kind of things.
Okay. Cool.
In the future, so if anyone's interested in participating, they are more than welcome to. But we're going. We are off and moving, and FSG, you'll be pleased to know that you guys certainly are the fitter of the two players. They were into their equipment and are already lining up their first trees. I hope we've got permission set, Hamish, so that everyone can cut trees. But you are underway and lining up the first cut. There we go. We've got our first tree going timber. And
Well, we had a little bit of an issue here. Kegarino got a little bit stuck on a mound of earth as he came out of the starting area, so he's a little bit behind. Kermit's slightly ahead, just about to pick up his container.
Oh, there we go. Now, I hope the guys are making sure they're cutting to the correct lengths because there is penalties for loading the incorrect wood, and that's based on the income you earn at the end. So you could win, you could have the fullest container and get there first, but if your income is too low compared to the team that comes second, you could actually end up losing. So
Kermit has got his container. Kegarino's about to head up and pick his up as well.
All right. We can afford a little bit of delay with the loading, but the truck's getting here. But we're starting to get it out first logs.
So interestingly, Kermit is putting his container on with the doors towards the front, which could cause some issues.
Yeah, that is.
It was at the oh no moment.
Yeah, that is the first not paying attention moment. Glad I could hear the commentators.
That has allowed Kegarino to catch right back up. In fact, I think he might have taken the lead now.
Oh, very good.
Shame.
Well,
Shame indeed.
We're seeing some fantastic sorting of logs down this end with Sam not worrying about keeping the last little bit of the tree. He's thrown that away, and we're getting some good stacks down here already.
First TikTok highlight, indeed.
Okay, Kegarino is locked on and good to go. I think he's just slightly ahead of Kermit. Yes, Keg is away, and Kermit is following literally right behind him.
So we're not getting a situation where anyone is going a different route. They're all going the same.
I'm actually okay with being behind him, and I'm hoping that he knows the best route. Oh, no.
I see. Tactics.
There's some tactics here, yeah.
As I catch the
like
train tracks and jackknife.
From
So we're
the
seeing-
jaws of victory, Kermit's a stealing defeat.
The price
Oh,
of a hat
Keg has
could
just
cost
hit a
you this.
car, actually. So not all going smoothly for Kegarino either.
Just while we're talking about Kegs hitting a car, I'd just like to give him a shout out because Kegs has a disability and he is actually playing, largely controlling all the equipment with his mouth. He has a blow controller where he can puff air into the controller, and that's what controls most of the things. So he does have a YouTube channel, so if you're interested in seeing how that all works, go and check him out at some stage because it's literally amazing, and it's a good shout for FarmSim being able to configure a controller like that and allowing for that sort of accessibility.
That's really
So,
cool.
yeah.
You guys were telling me of his story beforehand, and I think that's really cool. Accessibility in gaming is something that is a pretty big topic. I know that like Microsoft has created an accessible controller, for example, and different things like that. So it's really cool, especially like a game like FarmSim, which, as you can see, I'm playing with a controller and I'm not that great at it, and Kegarino's way ahead of me. So I'm quite impressed with how well he's doing. And yeah, maybe that's something to consider in the future. Love stories like that, though. I was laughing at my chat because they said, "Where did Kermit get his license from?" And someone said 7-Eleven, and someone else said no, Amazon.
Cereal box.
Yeah, cereal box license. This this is not an
Sam's gonna go
official
over.
esports league. Those asking, by the way.
Yet. We're going to turn it into an official thing. Well, maybe not with Giants. That's up to them. But it's the official Thrustmaster logging league, though.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
congrats on that, guys.
We were
Here
very
come our
close.
trucks.
Oh, where are they? We were very
They're
close to
about to
losing
cross
one of the
the bridge.
excavators then.
Oh,
Oh, and
Kermit has
so
just taken the lead. Keg clipped a tree, and Kermit has just snuck ahead of him as he goes across the bridge.
Keg did all the work to get me here, though. To be fair, and then I took the lead at the last minute. So shout out to my opponent.
Here's the interesting thing: you've got to get past the other team to get there. So I wonder if there might be some blocking and delay tactics. No,
Oh.
Sam's been collegial. Although you've taken one of our logs out there, Kermit. I'm
I
not
saw
sure if
that
that's
there.
It was in the road. There's nothing I can do
Ah.
about it. It was in the
Based
road.
Based on the description of your driving, I'm not surprised. So now
So-
the fun starts for the loading drivers. They've got to start getting these logs picked up and put in.
That's right. Well, we're starting better. Kegarino started better by opening the back doors of his container for his teammates, which is...
Yeah,
here he comes.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Well,
That's
she-
a good thing.
Gaming with James was onto it. He was standing at the back of the truck as Keeks pulled in, and he was there opening it before he jumped back in his
Brilliant.
loader. So
All right, so now what should someone like me be doing at this moment, or is it now up to my teammates to
staying out of the way. Stay out of the way, Kermit.
stay out of the way? I can do that with the best of them, I tell you.
Yeah.
So,
if you were
I mean-
if you were communicating with your
Honestly,
loader, you might
Right.
be backing up.
I would be a pro at staying out of people's way in the logging league. I can tell you that much. If you ever need someone to do that, I'm your man. Without a doubt.
So I'm not going to give you any tips, but my team's got it pretty set. Where Gaming with James is parking behind the truck and Keeks is backing up to the loader, rather than trying to leave the loader to do it. So
Right.
Tactically, that is something that the teams did in the first stream, which was, when we saw how people were thinking about how to solve the problem and speed things up, it was quite impressive. Kind of reminded me of the river jump in FSL with the
Yeah, those are always
front
fun
loader.
to see.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I always love those.
Particularly when they go wrong.
Yes, 100%.
And it's interesting. There's a few ways of doing this, isn't there? You could strip and pile a lot of trees up, or you can go and collect them from up the hill. And certainly, my team started with a big pile of stuff down at the bottom. And there's a lot now left up the side
There
of the hill.
There is a lot up the side of the hill.
You guys will appreciate this.
Job a little bit harder.
DJ Goham's in chat, and he said, "Tactics, nah, fam, speed and power."
DJ Jeremy Clarkson, as we call him now. Yeah.
So we're certainly, I think the red team has over half a container over this side.
Yeah, these logs on this hillside, like I am watching Splash try to pick these up, and this is no easy task. That's for sure.
It really is not. No.
Trying to pick them up at this kind of an incline with that wheel loader.
Yeah, I think the tactic certainly is to try and bring down the logs as much as you can and bring a tree down and cut it down here on the landing site. Interesting to see the different tactics, though. Good.
It is, but definitely I would say a handsome lead at the moment from the red team, from Argsy's team. And my team trailing a little bit behind.
We're saving the best for last, that's all.
Kermit wants the glory of a third round comeback.
Yeah.
We did see, though, last time there was issues with trucks getting stuck on bridges and trees and all sorts of things.
That's right, it can turn. Yeah.
It can. Particularly once you've got the weight of the container, and it does change the truck behaviour a little bit, the physics.
There's quite an ample load here from Chef, though. This could change things up quite a little bit. And get into position, and they stay within the grab. Nice to see the update the other day has fixed the issues with the grabs as well, which is great.
That's right. That's right. It was actually well timed throwing out the update just before we did this, Kermit.
Yeah, that wasn't planned at all. Happy accident.
It was a few nervous moments about getting it downloaded and making sure I was all up to date beforehand, but no issues there.
Well, there's a couple of these logs are really being a pain at the moment and not wanting to go in.
So here's an interesting thing. Red team, Kegarino put his container right at the back of the
I put mine too far up, yeah.
Oh, we're just about losing the trailer, but not quite.
Yeah, that was smart to put it on the back like that.
Chef nearly flipped.
Did he extend his as well?
He did.
He has, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Kegs has been practicing secretly.
Although he is stuck on a log at the moment. The tractor unit is stuck on a log. Here. Well, not stuck, but it may slow him down when he tries to pull away.
He's right. He's cleared it.
Right, Chef is struggling with his angles a little bit here to get into...
There we go. There they went.
There we go. We're good. There's some very big logs here as well. This would fill a lot of space in the container.
Getting pretty close to full over here on the red team. But I think, like you say, FSG, there's enough logs there that you could catch up pretty quickly with those.
Yeah. Gaming with James seems to just be working like a metronome here. He's just picking up and loading up one after the other. It's impressive to watch.
Metronome, that's an interesting turn of phrase. FSG has a thesaurus sitting next to his desk. And I was always looking for clever use of the English language.
See, I don't know if putting the low loader down is helping. I don't think it is.
So interestingly enough, with the high lift Volvo, which we're not using here, but the ability to turn the grapple 90 degrees did help.
Yeah.
Because you could basically drive into the back of the container and have the logs going that way.
There we go. There's a little bit of a solution here, actually. Yeah, if you lift your arm up slightly and let Kermit reverse, Chef, you should get those in.
Grabbed a couple that way. Yeah, they're definitely at a disadvantage with me not being in voice chat with them.
You're stuck on the fence, Kermit.
Am I? Oh, I am now.
On the left side. Yeah.
Kermit's sitting on the fence. But actually, we've made a bit of a comeback, actually. Although, to be fair, there's another tree has just been deposited by Samu here. I think this is going to fill your container, Args, and we have got a little bit more to go.
I think so,
Chef.
the way it looks at the moment.
If Chef could grab these here, if he can get all of these in one go, he could be in a good position.
So James is just approaching the rear of the container there. Kiggs has gone forward so he can back up with the last of these logs. I think we're going to see it. Take a few of them. The container must be... Oh,
I went too far. It's kind of tough to like try to get him from both the loader and the harvester at the same time with different angles for both. Ooh,
The
we're
doors
at
are
80%.
closed on the red container. They are off. Kiggs is making his move down the road. We are moving.
Ah, bummer.
So I'm going to leave you there, FSG. We're going to follow Kiggs on the way down and see how he gets on. If there's any chance for Kermit to catch up.
No worries.
We'll see. Yeah, my placement of the container wasn't the best in comparison.
We'll put it down as a learning experience.
I hope there's future players here making notes.
Yeah,
and,
don't do what I do.
Building list of tactics.
Yeah. Best way to get good at the logging league, don't watch my gameplay. or watch my gameplay and do the exact opposite.
Right, I think we are very close though here.
Oh, Chef, we've got a jackknife. Kiggs has jackknifed the truck. He's having to back up and untie himself. There we go.
So now once this is full, where do I go?
You've got to take it back to the container unload point, yeah.
The same spot where I loaded it.
That's right.
That's the one.
Okay.
That's right. We are close here. Get reversing, Kermit.
No.
Get reversing. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
We just about had some issues with the traffic, but Kiggs has negotiated that. He's on the main road and heading north to the sell point.
We're at 93% full. We are so close.
Literally one more log you need in there. 93, Chef. One more log and you are good to go.
Just as we're driving and following Kiggs along the road here, I just want to remind everyone that he's using his mouth to steer that truck.
Amazing.
And I can't even keep up with him. He's going too fast for me. We're going to have to tab up to the sell point to watch him arrive.
Alright, these two logs, Chef, if you can get these in. I think...
Oh, too soon.
Go, 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 Kermit.
All right.
Oh, no.
Kigger.
There we go.
Kigger
there we go.
Arriving.
Go, go, go. Get out of here, Kermit.
Can I? Do I need to back up or just go straight?
It's whatever you think is the best route.
Well, I don't think this is the best, but I'll make it work from here.
Kiggs is just pulling. Oh, he's got caught on the train crossing. We're just pulling into the sell point.
Right, then left.
Right?
Then left.
Okay. I was trying to avoid this crazy.
Okay, no, go. No, actually, go. Yeah, go left and do.
And then
do
get
the
like to
main
the main road. Yeah.
All right.
I wasn't worried about anything else.
What's happened? Kiggs' container's just paused in the middle of the air. It's unloaded itself. What's happened to it? This could give you guys a chance because the container just disconnected from the truck and he's driven off without it.
Did he not strap it down? He didn't strap it down.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm not sure.
What the heck?
Oh.
What was that magic? Just a random jackknife. It did not like what I was doing.
I think we're getting some server lag here or something like that. Because Gaming with James is just driven through the middle of our container like it doesn't exist.
Okay. Yeah, my ping looks good actually.
Yeah, mine's good. Mine's really good.
This server's in Texas and I'm getting 80 ping here, so I'm...
That's why
good old G-Portal servers doing their thing.
I'm getting 25. This is the best ping I've seen in a while on servers in FarmSim.
There you go. Unstrapped containers, yes. It is an issue we've come across before, so...
So the container's just floating there, and you can't pick it up with the wheel loader or anything.
Interesting.
Oh, so close. Literally with the length of the container away from the sell point.
Floof.
And it's just stuck there.
Someone in chat, Floof, said, at least if I end up in the river, I'm in my natural habitat. I'm going to try to keep it out of the river, though.
Here comes Kermit.
We're going to try and reattach the container and see if it detects, but we don't get it there.
Well, Kermit is
we've got it.
He's a...
It's strapped, and he's... Oh! No, it's stopped so close to the sell point again.
Yeah, Splash, I got you.
Kermit's past the gas station. We can see Kegarino's truck over here as well. As Kermit comes along the road.
Traffic on makes for an interesting challenge, by the way, guys, as well. Nice little bit of extra challenge there, having to deal with that.
Kermit, read the chat. Make sure you read the chat.
Yep, I got you.
Unstrap before the trigger.
Here we go.
Well, here comes Kermit. Oh, you just about got caught out on that train.
So we're putting it exactly back in the same spot, or
no, in the container sell point.
Oh, sell point. Okay.
Yeah.
I meant to put music onto the stream as well, but.
So Kermit's had the same issue as well, and now he's trying to steal our container.
Apparently. Just floating trailers.
Floating trailers, indeed. I did have some background, but it's paused. Go get that back going.
Interesting. What's going on here?
Well, there we are.
I should have should have stolen theirs and carried it out of the zone, and then
out of the zone.
Have you tried with the front loaders to see if they can pick them up?
They won't pick them up at all when they're like that, when they're just sitting there. They'll strap onto the trucks, but...
well, Hamish has made a note of the times, so that's good.
I would say it's fair to say that we didn't win that, even with the glitch.
Yeah, I think we'll say first blood to Kegarino's and Team Argsy.
That's fair. That's fair.
But this is an interesting quandary. I wonder if this is an issue for the other two games as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing it possibly could be.
Well, give me a moment, guys, and I'll try to get my camera back on, and hopefully it'll stay on. So I'll be right back.
No worries. Well, we've got the times. Hamish, if you want to pop the times up, although I think, as Kermit said, without the container getting stuck there, it's fair to say that Kegarino was a long way ahead of Kermit. Yeah. So I think we can safely say that Argsy's team won that first round. We'll work out what's going on here. I'm reluctant to restart the server because that'll give us a bit of downtime. But
it will.
If we need to, we will. And
maybe we've detected an inadvertent bug that's come through with the game update.
I know, right? I wonder if anybody else has got anybody who's watching at the moment has got a Silver Run server. Has anybody else come across this issue?
Try unstrapping it now, James, that it's on the back of the truck. No luck. Just pretend it's not there. We're just going to have to rely on getting them delivered rather than the quality and standard of what's delivered.
Yeah. Well, let's spawn two new containers for the next round. And see.
They're already up there. The truck containers are already.
Oh, they're already up there. Okay, so maybe maybe it's. I'm quietly hoping it's the containers and not a game bug.
That's right.
I'm glad I can help you guys work out some bugs at least. Yeah. Usually it's the other way around. Interestingly enough.
Right, shall we get these out of the way?
Chef's opened our container and it's empty.
So they sold.
So they sold.
There's no money's gone into the.
Yeah, no money's gone in, but they've disappeared from the containers. Interesting.
Because the containers are meant to disappear as well.
Our container is showing logs for me.
Ah,
interesting.
So it's not empty for me.
We may have an issue here.
Yep. Bug tracker. Yeah, you're right, Wheels. The whole container should be selling. This may be like something with the new update. But now it
Cloud9 in
needs to
my
be fixed.
chat. You have the same issue on your server?
This is it's showing as 0 liters when I've strapped it onto the back of the truck.
Interesting.
So I wonder if they are selling, we're not getting the income for it, and they're not despawning like they should have.
Okay.
Bug report, definitely go to the bug tracker with that one, I would say, because that's pretty new, I think, after the update yesterday. I've not seen that happen before.
No. Right, shall we reset, head on down to the other, well, the next
Yeah, so if you want to, red team, if you want to move that truck out of the way, maybe park it over by Kermit's over there so we've got a clear run in for the next round. We'll head down to location 2.
Okay. Location 2 is at field 2. Is that where we're headed?
Field 2, yes, please. Kermit.
Okay.
And while the guys are getting organised for the next round, Args, again, we want to say a big thank you to Thrustmaster.
We do.
For committing to Logging League for the next 6 months. The plan is to run a monthly round, start of every month, first Saturday of every month, won't we? So it'll be a little bit later than it is now. Conscious it's only early in the US at the moment. That was to accommodate Kermit this week for the community.
I appreciate that.
And me with
channel.
children and work commitments.
This is it. So it's, what time is it for you in New Zealand, Args? 7 a.m.
10 to 8.
10 to 8.
Mrs. Argsy's jumping on a plane very soon to head out of town for the night. So I've got kids to look after and all those kind of challenging things. Joys of being a father and family man, as well as full-time employed with your own business and having a YouTube channel.
Yeah, you guys are both busy men. So I'm glad that you
this
find
is a
time.
hobby.
Yeah, but I'm glad that you guys find the time to do it. You both create great content, and I really like this logging league. Sorry to my teammates for letting you down in that first round. I'm going to do my best to redeem it here in the second competition.
Well, so my question, Kermit, are you going to do something different this time around? Are you a truck driver still, or do you think you might give something else a shot?
Is it a similar setup here where we're going to be doing similar jobs, just with this this looks like a more complicated course setup that you have to navigate?
Yeah,
you've got a little bit of a maze here.
So same end goal: harvesting trees, using the loader to load them up, using a trailer with a container. But you've got to navigate these funky things. And earlier you guys said that you can't lift the trees over the fence, so you have to get every bit of equipment in the same area.
Correct.
That's right.
So, for example, where the container is there, you can't load that over the 2 orange fences behind the wheel loader. You've got to reverse the truck into the parking space and then load up the container.
Okay.
Farmer Hamish is suggesting at the end of this round, when we're delivering the logs, unstrap your container and open the back doors before you enter the unload zone. We'll try and do some live testing and see if there's a way we can get around the issue.
As far as what I will do, I think I'll switch it up. I'll be on the loader. I'll fail miserably at scooping logs. I might let my team down even more, but I don't want to just be known as the guy who just drove the truck and sat there and watched the whole time.
Entered the logging league and became a lorry driver.
Yeah.
So interesting thing here, we've got a range of equipment, so you can actually choose what you want to load with.
Yes.
The high lift loader or the excavator.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
In the logging league proper, the teams are allowed to nominate their equipment for cutting and loading, and trucks as well. They can pick any of the base game trucks to use if they want to use a Mack versus a Volvo or something.
So this is our side over here where my teammates are loaded up. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I think if we're ready to go, Hamish, I think everyone's here.
I think we are. Yeah. So we'll let Hamish do his thing in the chat, and we'll kick off with round 2. This is a fun one. I enjoy this one. It's just an extra little level of
nice
chat. Let's just clarify what my team want to do. Kermit's on high lift.
We're going to sit down and have a cup of coffee and let you guys have a minute head start.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a handicapped round.
Okay.
Oh, that's fighting talk. Do you want to take that, Kermit?
Yeah.
I guess
Real?
that's what I get for him not giving me an Argsy hat, I guess.
That's it.
Let's show them how it's done. Let's soundly beat them this time.
I'll try. No promises.
Well, we're on a 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Go,
here we go then.
There we go. Everybody was reading the chat that time.
Yeah, so we look like we've got some changes going on here. Game with James has jumped into the cutter. He's using the Volvo. Samu has gone to the truck, and that means Kigarino is going to be responsible for loading the logs into the back of the container. How are you doing? What's happening on your side?
So Real is going a slightly different route here. He's going to bring the container out rather than reversing the trailer, but he's still going to have to move his trailer at some point. I mean, it's interesting to see which is the quicker of the two options here, but he hasn't broken the rules by lifting anything over the fences, which is interesting.
I'm sure he has broken the rules. It's your team. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. We saw Kermit doing it before.
This is fighting talk. We're slightly ahead in this 4-mile-an-hour race to the trees.
I like, a nice touch, guys, by sectioning off the sequoias and protecting them.
Yes, don't touch the protected sequoias.
Trees.
One of my most successful videos of the year so far.
I was just going to make that reference. Go and check out FSG's video on how to cut down the sequoias.
Oh, Farmer Hamish is slightly unimpressed that there was no reversing of the truck into the parking space to load up the container, but we're going to let it slide because it's a demo.
I think it's a 1-minute time penalty, personally. I tell you what, though, he does not have much of an advantage over Samu. Samu's just got to getting the container onto the back of the truck, and Riel is driving in, so he's not too far ahead.
So interestingly, the container has been loaded not to the rear of the loader as well, and he's reversing through.
Oh, wow.
He's reversing through the...
Don't
adding a
use
challenge.
this log, okay?
Brave. Samu's on, that's locked on. So interestingly, it locks further back onto the low loader if you haven't extended it, which is what Keg did in the first round. It locks further back. So Kegarino, I think, definitely maybe practiced, done a few tests before the start of the game to know that. Because that's not something you just find out, is it?
No, you don't.
Because you wouldn't necessarily extend the low loader for the short container.
That's right, not for a single 20-foot container.
How are your trees looking? How are your cutting squad doing?
Yeah, they're well into it. Game with James has got a couple of trees down. I was just saying I'm intrigued that Keggs is using the Volvo loader. I'm assuming
is
with
not
his,
very good.
his control setup, the excavator might be better off for him than the high lift one. As we see Kermit straight in the background.
Yeah, the high lift, I forgot how intricate it is, but and I've not used it in a bit, but it is a very nice piece of machinery if you know how to operate it. That helps. Knowing how is an important step.
Oh, that's a nice little move, though. Kermit, you twisted those to get them into a better position. I like that.
So now he needs to bring the truck within here too, and he is absolutely struggling, huh? Or I can actually come to him as well, yeah.
You could, as long as you don't lift it over the fence, you can. But Real has got himself into real problems here. If you excuse the pun. That was purely unintentional.
You're a pro commentator now with those kinds of comments.
Hey,
FSG.
But there we go. Real's got it in position. Back doors are open just as Kermit arrives. So, and this is where the magic of this high lift works. Is that you can actually control that header and spin it end on.
Yeah, I
so
think
you can drive straight in.
I think it's gonna be how used to it you are, but if you can get really good at this, and I'm far from really good at it, it gives you a little bit more of a margin of error too. If you don't quite have them on right, or you didn't line up like driving in there, and then you can just spin it around, which would be nice.
Scooter's Workbench, yes, that video will be coming in the not too distant future. But there, look at Kermit just tweaking the angle of those logs ever so slightly, and that's a cracking second load in. And if you look over at the red team, we have gone from quite a long way behind them to, I think, taking the lead now.
Yes, it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out, actually, with the difference in equipment and machinery. But like you say, it's all what you're familiar with and all what you've used.
That's right, and I'd like to think as time goes on through the league and the season, because it will be, it is a league, it isn't a knockout competition, so people can come back each month and keep playing, so I can imagine some people training in the interim as well, which could be quite interesting, and we might see some different tactics and things coming as the series evolves.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what different tactic could be used as well. You see it in the FSL with different ways and different things, and certainly had Trelleborg have been the leaders in coming up with inventive ways to play the game.
They have indeed. They have indeed.
It'd be interesting to see if we can get the same thing going on here.
So, just watching you guys. Keg's about to load up. Whereas we've actually, Kermit's getting another pile sorted here, but we're Chef is struggling to keep up. Kermit's being so efficient with the loading. Chef is struggling to keep up.
It's a good problem to have right now, to be honest.
It is.
Because honestly, it is not putting a whole lot of pressure on me. So, like, for example, here, I've not exactly, like, grabbed those where I would want to. They're a little bit too much to the side. So let's now... so someone's asking in our YouTube chat, and they said, how many per team? You guys are going to do 3v3 and 1v1 in this, correct?
That's right. There's been a lot of interest from solo players as well. When we did it originally 3v3, there was a lot of people asked if they could do a 1v1 version. So we're definitely going to look at doing 2 competitions, a 3v3 and a 1v1, and seeing how it'll work out.
Okay, cool.
So we're still working on how the final scoring will work over the length of the league, but
I've lost
there was an idea about having points for just attendance to try and encourage people to be consistent. I was wondering about having, just your best 4 rounds scored. So yeah, if you're not able to make a round, you can drop one. But it all leads into having a grand final in around July.
Cool.
So we'll just have to see how we go with timing around that, but that's certainly the intent. First weekend of every month is our intended time frame for it. But I was chatting to my a lot of people in Australia and New Zealand. I did a stream last night, which is based around Oceania time zones, and did even throw the idea down about having some extra rounds during midweek for those people where the time zone's a little bit more favourable. So I might look at doing that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And again, we want to see where it goes, because again, you may have European, North American, and Australian or Australasian rounds as well. Hamish has got a couple of good ideas for solo courses as well, so that's good to see.
Cool.
So
oh no, those are going on.
Oh, Kermit, that was so close to a perfect load and it's gone.
I think it's like trying to get used to the controls for this on the controller, because spinning it is... Oh, look at them going in anyways. Good teamwork there.
Anyway.
He's done a real good job.
The controls to spin it are very close to the controls to like open and close the claw, so it is very easy to just... I think I'm just gonna drop this one now, and it does not want to drop.
I think that's where the joy of the Thrustmaster T16000 joystick can come in handy when you're when you can control your vehicle. One of the things that I've really enjoyed with the Platinum Edition is using a joystick to enhance things. It's been great.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm just standing here behind your container, FSG, looking across to the other team, my team, and I don't think there's much between how full each container is.
Very close. It is very close, isn't it?
It is. This one, I think, seems to be a little bit of a leveler, this course. I'm not sure what it is about it that makes a difference to the other one, but...
too. I would have, before this round started, I would have high lift all the way. But watching Kegarino with the grapple has been really interesting because he's really kept up pace with. While you can pick up more, I think, with the high lift. I think you could maybe move a little bit quicker with the grapple. So.
Indeed.
Part of me wonders if I wouldn't be better off with the in-cab perspective at times.
Or the camera, the camera mount for that's something that's great in the Platinum is the camera mount for the implements on the front of them.
I'm going the wrong way. That one's coming out.
Oh.
Bummer. I went the wrong way for sure. We've got to be super close to full here.
Both containers are super close to full, looking at it.
They are.
Now, if we had the Kubota DLC installed, we could had passengers in there and actually checked it out.
I know, right? Maybe next time.
So,
there we go.
Talk to you later, okay?
Red team are super close to filling. Super close.
I'm
going to come back to my team. Safe travels, Mrs. Argsy.
Thank you.
I do believe Mrs. Argsy is going to make her first appearance on your channel soon, isn't she?
Oh, really? Yeah, nice.
I ran a little screenshot competition over a Christmas period when I was out of town, and she's doing the judging, so we're just trying to find some time to get together and do a video when she's comfortable doing it.
So I'm looking now across in between the two Sequoias here, and I think you may have just taken the lead, Args, by a matter of 1 or 2 logs.
I think so, but Chef has just put a fantastic pile of logs right in front of Kermit, so the pressure's now on him to get all of these picked up and loaded into the back of the truck without dropping any. And
why does it always end up with Kermit being the...
I wouldn't want it any other way. I definitely have a concentration face going on.
Oh, he's got all but one. That's not bad.
Red team are full and backing out. So Kermit, if you can get this, because Real's a lot closer to the front of the arena, and he's facing in the right direction. So
that's going to fill it up. These 4 logs. How close are they going to go? Oh! Is it full?
Is it full? We don't know. We don't know.
Can't tell.
Gotta hope that the guys are.
Real's not.
I guess it's full.
We're closing it.
Yes, it's full. This is going to be super close.
Oh, is he going to get stuck on the log on the way out? Is it going to cause issues? No.
Oh, he's made that turn as well. That was a tight turn.
Oh, this could be redemption. But look at this.
So they're going back to the same sawmill. So do we want to travel up there now and kind of wait for them, basically?
Tab up there, and hopefully.
Oh, this is going to come down to some driving.
Now who thought there was a gate there? You could have actually kept going because the fence maybe breaks at the other end. But so Real's they're picking different directions here. Oh, Real's going. Oh, you don't want to do that, Real. You don't want to do that.
It's chaos now. Oh man.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm going to jump down to the shop and watch them from the shop because this
I'm going to have to jump over as well. Right. Here we are. We are in the gas station. We're going to see
the next checkpoint. Who gets here first?
We need Farmer Cop in here just to see if there's any road violations.
Oh, I can. Oh no! Look, the crash up there with Rio. He was going to take the lead coming out behind the roller coaster.
Oh, he's clipped the fence.
And that's given my team the chance to get ahead. Oh no!
Oh, sometimes it takes a little bit of patience. Looks like Sam, the long one. I think
we might be proper stuck down here. I think you might be proper stuck.
Wedged. You might have to reset the truck.
Oh man!
As he tried to cut a corner, what happened? Oh, he's disconnected the trailer. There we go. So he's out.
It was going so well.
He tried to pop the gap.
It was going to be a really close run. It was going to be a really close run.
At least he's gotten it unstuck. Nicely done.
Here's Samu.
He went for the gap between the fence and the lamppost and didn't quite work out for him.
Samu's made a beeline now. He is absolutely nailed on to win this now.
The only thing that could slow him down is if the train happened to come across the tracks at the right time.
That would have been great.
We are at the container warehouse.
But we are not seeing it coming out the tunnels,
So let's see if the containers are going to load here, but I do think we've got a clear winner. Stop signs with whiteboarders are optional, apparently. So Samu is here. He is going to unstrap and open the container before he reverses into the sell point.
Let's see if this makes a difference. The train is actually on its way, so it wasn't far away from being a spanner in the works there.
If only I had my special admin powers.
Well, I tell you, blue team have made a pretty good comeback here.
Oh, there we
and
go.
That container's in.
$21,259.
21,000. So it's worth noting, isn't it? Oh, look, we've lost a container over there, though.
Ah, so he's got that glitch. As we sold it. Interesting.
Yeah. There he goes. He's back on, though.
Hmm.
So I'm interested. I don't think this one's going to sell.
No, I don't think so either.
I think once the glitch has happened, I don't think it wants to sell.
So you were just going to say, FSG, around our scoring, that
I was, yeah,
having the lesser quality wood.
That's right. For every $1,000 difference in the price of, so if you have a container that's $19,000, but you finish a minute ahead, you would actually lose the round by a minute. So every $1,000 worth of wood is the equivalent of a minute of time. So it'll balance out. So it pays to make sure that you optimize the length of the wood that goes into the specific container. So 6 meter lengths.
Yeah,
right thing to
that's smart. That makes sense. And Chef made sure to tell me that in chat earlier. The first one that he cut, he said, "Don't pick this one up." Basically,
yeah. I was going to say it's a good thing you told your loader driver that rule as well.
Right.
Yeah. So I think this one's going to glitch out again, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
A moot point because it would be nice to see how much you would have earned, but I think we're pretty close on the six meters. I think they're pretty much optimized, the two container loads, but
that's all right.
That's interesting.
Working out the kinks here while we're having fun, right? Before it gets officially started.
So interestingly, the that container went floaty on the road, and I think kegs did in the first night. So I wonder if there's something over on the road that's causing a little bit of a.
His went floated just as we came across the train tracks.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, not quite on the road, but it is something. It seems to be something down in this neck of the woods.
Yeah. Okay. So again, it's empty, but we've not received the money for it, and it's floating in midair. But let's move that truck out of the way. We are 2-0 down here.
Right.
So.
Is it an overall score? Is it the best?
Redemption.
Is it the best of 3 rounds? Is it an overall score? How are you guys going to do the scoring for it?
It is the best of 3 rounds at the moment, but I don't know. What do you think, Args?
Well, I think it will depend on how many teams we end up having entered. Around how long we want to stream. We want to give everyone a chance to play each week. So it could be, let's say, just spitballing here. We had 8 teams entered. There might be 4 matches, so that each team plays one other team each stream, and
we'd pull it would be a random selection to which course you would get.
Correct. Yeah. So one week they might play on one course, the next week we'd try and make sure they play on a different course.
Yeah,
that's cool. I'm interested to see how has the 1v1 gone so far for you guys, or have you not had any of those tested yet?
Only what
competition between me and Args, yeah.
And that went really well if you're in my team.
It would be interesting to see someone have to do all 3 things, and that's what some people are saying in chat as well on YouTube and Twitch. And that would be so much more complicated, especially you can't rely on your truck driver to help you, get those logs loaded a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's the draw. That's the draw of the 1v1, isn't it? The opportunity to kind of do everything as efficiently as possible.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Kermit, if you want to head up to the 3rd station, we can get started.
Very
on
north of the map here, where the trucks are on a giant incline. Okay.
That's right. So this is a completely different course. We have got yarders at the top.
Okay.
So the trucks have to get up the very tight working area here, and then the vehicles are parked further back from the yarders. Now there is the temptation of a few cut logs already halfway down the hill. The decision to whether or not you start with those or you just go straight for the trees that are closest to the top. So a little bit of a wild card in there for how you want to decide to run it. It's the same on both sides.
So here, instead of having a loader, you have the yarders doing that work. Is that correct? Or
That's correct. Yes. So
okay.
You've still got the loaders. Yeah. The yarders provide some pre-cut logs where you can basically get a head start.
Gotcha.
There's how many we've got down? 2, 4, 6, 6 pre-cut logs down the bottom of the yarder. So you could get those up to the yarder and then use the loader to put them in the back of the truck, or you might just choose to ignore that and just get straight to cutting and loading.
So where are the loaders parked? Am I blind?
Back up
Behind
here.
you.
So we don't have loaders. We've got the excavators, the
okay.
Volvo grapples.
Smaller grapple fronts. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So your option is
Oh,
you could use your fellas there and the loaders and never touch the yarders and go for the trees around the top, or you can use the yarders and bring stuff up from further down in the valley.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah. We had
Hamish has just thrown in that there is one 5-meter log in the pile of logs as well, so
right.
you need to be careful.
Oh, you got to be careful and not grab that one then.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
Interesting.
So,
Legion
on
was
that
just
note-
saying in my chat we should have a 1v1v1, which was on the cards, but I think we're going to run out of time to be able to fit that in tonight.
Yeah,
we
this is
might
going to be
tonight,
the last thing for the day, huh? It's flown
Yeah.
by. It's already an hour
Yeah.
and 15 we've been live.
We'll get Kermit back again. He's had so much
Yeah.
fun. I'm sure he'd love to.
This is a lot of fun, and to be honest, like I'm still trying to figure it all out in my brain. So I feel like I will have even more fun if I play it a couple of different times. So
quick suggestion as well, guys, don't use straps at all on the containers this time, just to see if that helps the glitch issue. Also, be careful going around corners if you haven't got straps on, because they do fly off these containers if you don't have them strapped down. Kermit, what's your weapon this time?
Well, that's a good
You should
question.
cut some trees down this time. You should. That means you've covered all the bases.
Yeah, you're right. Although the harvesters that you have for this particular course are a little bit scary to me, but why not? I'll give it a go. I feel some flipping in my future potentially.
That's
but
worthy.
sure, why not complete the trifecta, and I'll cut this time. So interesting though, like I wonder what my team wants me to do. Do I go down the hill some and use the yarder, or do I stay near the top? Not being able to talk with them definitely.
Yeah.
I guess they're just gonna have to guess.
I'd suggest staying near the top and try to cut some of the trees, so you don't have to worry about the yarder. But there's only a limited pool of trees.
There's another
it's a
point
free
worth
for all.
pointing out here from Hamish. Do not click on the map and teleport to your machine. You have to run to your machines.
Right.
Yep.
Fair.
Yeah. All right.
There we go.
Driver 53 said you can be an honorary member of the Crusher crew today, Kermit.
All right. Sounds good. I don't know what that means, but let's do it.
Neither do I.
Right.
Okay.
Go.
Do your thing.
There it is.
And we're off.
So we're going to have to see who gets up here to which equipment first.
So Chef
Who's-
is taking the truck for our team, and Gaming with James is taking the red team's truck.
All right. So I'm assuming they're going to mix it up, which means Kigarino will be cutting on this load, and Samu will be taking the loader.
Okay.
Yes, indeed it is.
I thought... Okay, so Real has fired up our yarder. Oh no, he's taking it down. Disconnected the yarder, and I think they're going to move it out of the way. So they've omitted the yarder completely, and they're going for all the trees at the top. That container looks
That's
a
an
little
interesting
bit
thing.
wobbly. Oh, that's making me nervous, that container.
That would be... Oh, gosh, James has just gone around really, really fast. And
I've got like
He's actually
this
got
this lineup of this is like all wrong. I can't believe I agreed to do this job.
Have you got easy cut on?
easy cut on, yeah.
Do I need? I don't know. In the settings, or
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, when the header detects the log and you just press the button and it automatically attaches
Oh
to it.
yeah, I was
aligned.
like aligning it is what I was trying. Oh yeah, that's it. But I guess it's going to a different tree now. I want it to go to this one. There we go. Yeah, but the header is going all weird.
Have you unfolded your header?
Yeah.
There it is. It's reset.
Okay. It does not want to grab this tree for whatever reason.
Deadwood, maybe?
Oh, well, it was gonna let me align to it.
Yeah.
Let's pick a different tree. Gonna have to go down the hill a bit.
Oh, our yard has been reconnected.
Kermit's
Thought
allergic
that
to
maybe was a
logging.
little bit of a mistake.
That's all I'm getting out of this.
He did say he didn't like these.
Yeah, it won't go back. Yeah, the Komatsu is like my least favorite one. I should have done this job earlier on.
So Team Argsy's pulled 3 logs up with the yarder. So
Yeah, and I've done nothing yet. My header is just like tilted down and will not go right side up.
Have you tried folding it again,
I was
Kermit?
going to
See if
suggest turn it off and back on again.
Have you
Yeah.
tried turning it off and on again? And of course I have to do this like on the hill as well. I should have cut earlier for sure. Okay, I mean, so now it's on. Comma.
Use comma. There you go. It's reset itself, I think, or trying to.
It's still like kind of tilted downward, but I'll try.
Give it a whirl. See what happens.
I think that like trying to use controller right now is putting me actually at a disadvantage.
Because you can rotate it forward, won't it? Chef saying hop out.
Yeah, how about Chef
Yeah.
takes over? We're gonna get no trees.
I think Kegs just had the same issue with his one. He just hopped out and in again and it reset the header. So
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
it would not go upright for me.
So how are we doing? Gaming with James is loading up the container.
Okay, let's try this again.
Kegs is getting trees wrapped around trees while he's trying to cut them to length here.
Even like
Actually,
even the auto like align is not being my friend at the moment
Oh,
today.
no.
First day logging. Well, I've not cut a lot of trees at all since Platinum came out, and this Komatsu especially is not my friend.
Yeah, container's glitched again.
Have they?
Yeah.
Interesting that it's done it now.
It just will not go to the tree I want it to go to. Chef is gonna have to take over. Chef, take over. I don't want to completely get no trees here. Sometimes it helps when you hold your tongue just right while logging. Yeah,
They have that concentration face.
you're like Michael
Scruff
Jordan
in this.
style.
I
I think it's
This is a bit
also
fun.
like trying to pick trees in that area. Like Chef is going to an area where it's a little bit
Hamish, do we want to go and get another container for the guys
more
and
of
bring it
a
up?
favorable angle. No, I didn't want to practice because, you know what? I don't mind making a fool of myself in front of everyone. And it makes
That's
for
an
good
exhibition
content.
after all.
It makes
We've
good
got,
content.
we've got a duff container as well here. We've got another floaty container, so the guys
Ah.
can't.
Contrary
Can't load
to
it.
popular belief, I don't just get to play FarmSim all the time for my job as well. So, unfortunately, I don't get to play it as much as I used to before I got the job with Giants, oddly enough. Just because, you know, we've got so many other things to do. Take care of this awesome community. What's up, old man Shorty? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. In the competition, are you allowed to paint terrain to remove ground clutter? I doubt it.
No.
That sounds like
sorting you another
Kermit
container,
rules,
guys.
Got to make do with what's given to you.
How's your oh, you've not put anything in your container yet either, so. Right, I think Hamish might be sorting another container quickly for us.
It's going to take a while to get here, that'll be all.
Is there a way to have more AI workers on a server? Not that I'm aware of. Old man Shorty. So,
Mr. Scroft is in the house. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you.
well, we could have maybe attached another log there. I like the yarders a lot. They're really fun.
I'm a big fan of the yarders. Yeah.
Such a fun addition.
I guess that I am going to get into the loader now since I failed miserably as our cutter.
Oh, it's frustrating about these containers. That's
Good to find out now rather than in a first week of vlogging. Like
that's right. That's right. That's right. Let's see how. Let's see if Kermit's container's going to fill. I love this course because it is. There's no space to work. It makes a big difference.
This is kind of tough, and then also like going from the high lift and switching to this equipment now. Like I'm having to completely like think differently in my brain, like how to operate it.
Yeah, and I think that's...
And the yarder keeps like pushing me as well.
Yeah. Kermit's been thrown into a tree by the yarder.
Just as you were about to grab that log, too.
I'm completely stuck here too. I think.
Perfectly positioned for it.
It'll be interesting that so you guys have gotten official support from Thrustmaster, which is cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And G-Portal are providing our servers as well, which is great.
So Thrustmaster, are they going to be providing their like stick setups for players to use in the competition or as prizes, or
there is we have got permission for giveaways and prizes for the series as well. Yes, so we're trying to work out how we're going to do it yet, but there's definitely a decent prize fund, it's fair to say.
Cool. Yeah, this course, man, you know that saying, save the best for last? This is the opposite.
Yeah.
This is the opposite of that. This is save the most challenging for last.
We do this one last so people don't log off after the first round.
Yeah.
Right. Your container is working, so...
Good show.
But you've only just put your first logs in, so even though you're missing your container, red team, you're... I don't think at a massive disadvantage because you've got a rather large pile of logs there.
This machine
Kermit's literally just put his 2 logs in.
Does not want to go in reverse at times. It is picky. Am I caught on something? This thing does not want to move. There we go.
Definitely, if the yard is coming up and down, you may be getting caught on that.
Be some sort of collisions there.
Trying to look down the hill to see where the yard is. So here's the yarder coming. This will be interesting with a log on it. What's this going to do?
That's what it's going to do. Yeah, Klein, that's a good bit of advice. Just turn this thing, because it does. This whole thing will turn 360. I don't need to move it that much.
That's right. Yeah. But obviously a lesson there, you know, maybe the truck, the other side of the yarder might be the right route, just the way the land is set, and as it falls away there, the logs are naturally going to end up on that side of the...
That's right.
So it might be, you want to park the truck further down.
I missed
so
the
here we
high
are.
lift, that's for
James
sure.
is back.
replacement container has arrived.
Oh no!
Oh, we're upside down. Kermit's gone over.
The yarder
Kermit's
just
gone.
that yarder is absolutely just like so
cruel.
strong.
He's got it in for you.
I can see your undercarriage, Kermit.
Oh, okay, kinky.
So let's see if Kermit can get up using the arm of the...
It rolled down and down the hill.
I can see I'm not in the seat apparently in like the cab view.
Welcome to under.
Completely
That's what it's like living in New
rolls.
Zealand.
Nice
Take
design
care,
on the
Scott. We'll see you
bottom.
later.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I just wanted to show everyone the design on the bottom of this.
How good the modelling
Level of
detail is.
detail in the
Yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
There we go. You're almost back.
model.
Now the yarder needs to give me like some assistance maybe and flip me back over.
Yeah.
Get you later,
Meanwhile, Chef Flash is just working away, cutting trees, trying to get the job done.
Scott. Ignoring things.
Oh, the yarder didn't quite put me upright. Oh man.
All right.
You're going to be
This is
that guy they asked to not come back on the second day, Kermit. You know that.
Oh,
Yay! He's back.
and
He
sliding
is
down
back.
the hill.
Fortunately, the other container is working, so
Excellent. So Samu is starting to load down. This is interesting. With all of that, all of those problems with the container, they have gone from behind to very much in front.
Oh my goodness, I am just like absolutely just stuck on a tree now. On this
And look at the size of the trees that they're loading in here as well. They've got half a container and literally 2 loads here. That's amazing.
my question for you, Kermit: have you ever rage quit a game before?
No,
How close- how close are
definitely,
you?
definitely never FarmSim. You guys have created something special here to get me at least thinking about it.
First ever rage quit on FarmSim.
It just this thing does not have enough like power in reverse to like get me back
Nah, it's
up
a
off
bit
of this
hill.
tree.
Oh no!
It will
I
not
don't think
do
we've
it.
got chainsaws to be able to cut it for you either.
Kegarina's right down in the valley here, just working away.
Can
Wow.
buy chains from this tree down.
Well, I guess I could go watch the other team show me how it's done at the very least, because I'm not getting this thing undone.
I don't have missions. That's all right.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
team.
have to be. Yeah. I'm going to have to be the spoil sport too because it is 8:30 for me and I do have to get my children somewhere very soon. So
Well, me absolutely failing is probably a good stopping point.
I think we can safely say that the red team have done a complete clean sweep.
Yeah, I
here,
think
even
you're
though
going to
this
ask for this hat back.
round hasn't.
I was
finished.
just going to say if it's all right giving out hats.
I'll take the hat off so I don't bring you any more shame. Oh. Well,
put your DJ Goham one on.
yeah. I didn't bring it with me. I do maybe I should do that. Put them all in the office here in the stream room. Just get a rack of all the hats that people have given me.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Oh,
I told you guys I'd make a fool of myself, and that's what I did. But it was a lot of fun.
Hey, I
Argsy?
don't think you've made a fool of yourself at all, mate. I think you did
No,
very
sure.
well. That loading was very impressive. How close was that game until the little crash there on the truck? And that's why it shows, you've got to.
Yeah, I think that if I were
the same
to, if I were to be someone about to like compete in the competition, I would suggest that my team never lets me get close to harvesting. I'm happy to do the other two jobs. You need a lot more practice with the harvesters than the other two jobs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sam
And
is
obviously-
flying with his loading here. He's doing a
Yeah.
wonderful job here. We're just watching him literally load a container from half full to full in about 2 loads. It's brilliant.
And obviously, when the league proper, the teams get to choose their equipment, so you wouldn't be stuck with something you weren't comfortable with using or familiar with using.
This bit of the challenge is actually super challenging on this hill. I think that. So how far down the hill can you go? Is it like all the way to basically where the
As far as you
container
want.
yard is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
you
much.
can go as far as you want.
Own all the way down there. So,
See,
yeah,
I
that's-
feel like I may have been better off to just go down there like pretty early on and then like use the yarder, just because Man, trying to work
Yeah,
on that hill was a heck of a challenge.
It'd be interesting to see if any teams did try that when they're looking at this course and
Right.
scouted out maybe some flatter spots where there was some better ground to harvest from. But
Yeah.
That was great.
Nice.
Argsy, I know you got to run. But
Yeah, no,
before you go,
appreciate-
can you tell us, like, people are wondering, like, how do they sign up? How do they get involved?
Absolutely. So we've just set up our own Discord server specifically for the logging league. So we'll be having a link there. That will be the best way. We are going to work on a website and have something up there where people can keep track of scores and how the league's going and everything like that as it goes through. Have all the rules and everything available on that. So there's some cool developments and that, and obviously with Thrustmaster and G Portal both being involved has given us a bit of extra impetus to get it going. But it's been a lot of fun having just being able to do this exhibition with you has obviously shown the potential for it as well, and what it's like watching. And for spectating as well, because I think it's a pretty cool spectator event.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The
So-
Discord link I have put in my description of my stream, and also if you go to either my Discord, the
You want to
FarmSim
drop
Guide
that
Discord,
in Discord real quick, and I'll share it? Can you drop that?
or the
in our
Argsy or Argsy's as well. Yes. Or Argsy's Discord will post it there as well.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Yeah, and make sure you guys go follow these guys as well if you're not watching them on YouTube. You guys are doing not just this, but consistent content throughout the week, all the time.
That's
so
right.
Yeah, absolutely.
that's right.
I'll drop your
But sign up.
YouTube
I
links
think
and shit.
everybody who's watching who thinks it could be good fun, sign up, because I think you could have a really good time with it.
Yeah.
So there's
I
Argsy's
can see it
channel.
getting really competitive.
Yes. Indeed, it was. Yeah, it was just a way to have some fun because we really enjoyed it, and it was a big laugh when we did it. Between ourselves and that, and to just have an impromptu setup and that, and just to give it some legs and make it a bit more official, a bit fun.
That's right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
Well,
guys.
we appreciate the invite and for sharing it with the community, Kermit. It's very cool.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you guys will kind of keep me updated with how it's going. So yeah, all three links are in chat.
Absolutely.
Both of their YouTube channels, the Discord link as well. So if you're interested in participating, go join these guys. All right, guys,
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you
thanks.
go and say goodbye to my stream. So
Yeah. No, thanks, Kermit.
much appreciated.
Yeah. Thanks,
Appreciate
Kermit.
that. And we'll have to get you back either in a guest commentator capacity or something like that, maybe during the season.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
I would definitely like to play anytime you guys are like doing practice and I have time and you need someone. I would definitely like to play it again because I had a lot of fun. My wife's even in chat saying that was fun to watch. There you go, guys.
Oh, nice.
You got
Nice.
Mrs. Kerm's seal of approval.
Perfect. Oh, there we go.
All right, later, guys. Talk
All
to
right.
you soon.
Thanks,
Excellent.
everyone. Yeah,
Thanks, Kermit. All the best.
Appreciate it.
Later, guys.
Thanks, Arg.
All right, everybody. So that was the logging league created by ArgsyGaming and the FarmSim guy. Again, please remember that this is not an official Giants competition. Even though we showcase it on the community multiplayer stream, we are just basically supporting our partners whenever they come up with something creative. And I think that this is pretty cool and creative. So who knows how it'll go going on in the future. If you and your community do something really cool and unique on your multiplayer server, whether it be a competition or maybe you have some sort of unique challenge that you do, start from scratch. I know a lot of people do. Something that you really think is unique and not just a normal multiplayer server, feel free to reach out to me on Discord. You can find me on the official Farming Simulator Discord, and then you can send me a message that way. I'm looking for more people to do this in the future. Right now, this was the only multiplayer stream planned, but I would like to do at least one of these a month or so going forward. So yeah, if you think you're doing something unique with your multiplayer community, reach out and maybe I'll feature you and your community in the future as well. Thanks to the mods for helping out, Tornado, Hendrick, everyone else that was in here. Thanks for laughing at me, making fun of my skills. Always have a good time hanging out with you all. But yeah, more gameplay coming from us. If you, we're going to be doing some stuff even like on Steam and our YouTube and our Twitch channels. So we're going to be back with the next stream is going to be next Wednesday, back at the normal time, which will be 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central and 8 p.m. Central European time, we'll be back with the community spotlight, and we're going to have Driver 53 Gaming as the guest on Wednesday. So looking forward to that on February 1st. Until then, everybody, we'll see you next time. Keep being awesome.